Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. Dahlanse. Launch of integrated system for prefecture in Arta. At WHO welcome distribution of malaria vaccine. Those were the headlines and welcome to the national news. The second group of 300 Egyptian pilgrims returned to the capital around 3 a.m. Tuesday, having successfully completed their Hajj to Mecca, the 50th pillar of Islam. And now that the Hajj activity have came to an end, it's time for our pilgrim to return home, following in the footsteps of the millions of footfall from all over the world who have visited the holy place of Islam this year. Before arriving in Istanbul International Airport, our pilgrims were taken to the city of Jeddah, where they boarded a flight to Djibouti. They were greeted as they got off the plane by family members, friends, and relatives. So after the sitting fortune Djiboutian soul, the Djiboutian pilgrims expressed their satisfaction with the condition in which they had carried out their Hajj activity. They expressed their thanks to the Hajj organizing committee set up by the Minister of Muslim Affairs and Waqf, which they say had done its utmost to ensure that their pilgrimage activity took place in the best possible condition. The Minister of Muslim Affairs and Waqf, in collaboration with the airport authority, has created conditions conducive to comfort of pilgrims wherever they have gone to perform their religious duty. The President of the National Assembly, Mr. Dalaita Mohammed Dalaita, began an official working visit to the Kingdom of Morocco from July 2 to 8, 2023. The visit is part of the drive to strengthen bilateral cooperation between the Parliament of Djibouti and the Kingdom of Morocco. The meeting focused on ways and strengthening parliamentary cooperation between the two countries' legislative institutions, sharing parliamentary experience and experts and other issues of common interest. On this occasion, Mr. Dalaita Mohammed Dalaita, President of the National Assembly of the Djibouti, welcomed the long-standing and personal relation between the two countries. He also said that the aim of the visit was warm and to learn about and benefit from the Moroccan and Djiboutian parliamentarian experience. The ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt to Djibouti, Mr. and Hossam Al-Dini Reda, stayed on in the evening to welcome the guests yesterday, Wednesday, at the Campus Hotel. A reception was held to mark the 71st anniversary of the July 23 in 1952 revolution in the presence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation and Mr. Spokesman Mr. Mohammed Ali Yusuf and Minister of Health Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdillah and the Secretary of State for Investment and Private Sector Development Mr. Safia Ali Jadali and many other senior civilian and military officials, in addition to the members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Djibouti and international and regional organizations operating in the country. The Egyptian ambassador praised the distinguished level of cooperation between the two brotherly countries. In this context, he reviewed the most important achievement of the recent period between them: the inauguration of the Kuro Square in Cholne at the launch of the name Kuro Square on the traffic circle in front of Djibouti Coast Guard Health Center next to the port fishing registry, and taking part in the unveiling ceremony of the ministry name banner. The Minister of Interior, Mr. Saad Nouh Hassan.
5 axes that are a clear resonance of what we have achieved bilaterally. The first one is the Place du Caire.
Yesterday morning saw the official launch of the integrated system for the prefecture at the Arta prefecture, and this integration marks a decisive steps in the vision of improving the events for transparency and quality administrative service in our country. The event was attended by the Minister of Labor, Umar Abdi Said, the Prefect of Arta Region Hassan Dabali, the Director General of the NC Agency National System Information, the State Minister Mustafa Muhammad Ismail, the Secretary General of the Regional Council Yassin Hussein, the Prefect Steve, and the Spirit Project team. The Prefect of Arta region opened the event by expressing his congratulate to all those who had contributed to the development and implementation of the therapy, and he stressed the importance of this initiative in improving the efficiency, transparency, and quality of prefectural administration services offered to a citizen. At the end of the ceremony, in the presence of the official, the training prefectural agent demonstrated their mastery of the system. The event closed with the presentation of the certificate to Arta Prefecture agent who had benefited from a training session on the integrated prefecture system organized by NC since May 2023 in the capital and the inline region. In his speech, the Minister of Labor emphasized that this project system from the political vision of the President of the Republic, Cesar Mangele, to modernize and improve administrative service to place citizens at the heart of our concern and to build a resultantly forward-looking public administration. The overall objective of this project is to equip the prefecture with a robust, reliable, and scalable integrated system to improve the management of services rendered by the prefecture. On July 6, 2023, the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces and Lieutenant General Secretary Ibrahim received the new ambassador of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Zend Uraz, in the reception room of the Russian General, the International Duty Officer Hassan Abusam. The meeting provided an opportunity for the two men to review the state of bilateral relations between Djibouti and Turkey. They also discussed ways and means of further consolidating them. On this occasion, the Army General immediately welcomed the Turkish diplomat during their talks. The two women discussed the special nature of Djibouti-Turkish diplomatic relation founded on the shared value between the two nations. The two sides also agreed to further consolidate of friendship and cooperation between the two parallel countries, particularly in the military field. At the end of this Cortes meeting, the Turkish ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Zend Uraz, thanked the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces for his warm welcome.
adiga haatan taanay ololyo dabbaanahay onkodiyo colbaanahay
So the IGAT Railway Caravan on regional integration led by the Secretary General of the Ministry of the Interior, Mr. Siraj Omar Abdulkader, left Diridawa earlier this morning, Tuesday, July 4, 2023, upon for the Addis Ababa. In the afternoon, the delegation met a stopover at the railway station of Adama Historic Nazareth. On arrival, the Djibouti delegation was welcomed welcomed by the mayor of Adana, Mr. Haylo Jaldi, at the station, where they were greeted as at every stop at the planting of trees just behind the station to still the upon friendship between the two countries. Afterward, the Djibouti delegation enjoyed a reception with music and dance, and as a token of appreciation, and the mayor of Eden and the notable traditional decorated with a white long cloth and black pattern, and also headband, member of the delegation for their effort and dedication. The mayor of Eden, Mr. Haylo Chadle, welcomed the Djibouti delegation led by Mr. Siraj and say that this was a testimony to the excellent relationship that existed between the two countries and people. So let's listen to the Minister of Ethiopian State in speech.
This aim is to further enhance the multi-faced ties between the two countries, in particular in areas such as business, investment, tourism, people-to-people relationships, diaspora diplomacy, image building, and extra. This trip mirrors Vision 2050 of the IGAD. As you know, in the first phase of IGAD Vision 2050, the organization prioritized the structural transformation of the region. Through the commercialization and the expansion of resilient green and the blue economies and the sustainable utilization of natural resources. This will help us to effectively implement the agreement signed between the two countries in 2012 on cooperation to strengthen border control and combat illegal migration and trafficking. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I would like to reaffirm that Ethiopia attaches particular importance to the long-standing ties between our two nations.
And so we have also the speech and the Director of Public Affairs and Diplomacy of Ethiopia. Let's listen at the time.
This exchange of people and experience, people-to-people experience, culture, will have a positive ripple effect on countries beyond border. Ethiopia, as a responsible partner in collaboration with the neighboring countries and with our regional body like IGAD, assures its commitment. We hear, when we listen to the renowned artist, Abiy Yazid, I'm sure all of us felt deep while he was emulating the late famous artist Ali Birra in Afan Oromo. As the famous saying goes, united we stand, divided we fall. Long live Ethiopia-Djibouti friendship.
So on the occasion of the 46th anniversary of our country's independence, Mr. Mehed Farah Ibrahim had a visit of the Dr. Guled Hussein Guled, welcoming the Bikadus to Alif in partnership with the coming of Balbala and Napoli Association and Civil Society organized a cleaning, insect removal and tree planting day on Saturday, June 24, 2023. The event was well attended by the young and the not so young and the elderly of the Biki 12 in April. And so at the initiative of the Chief Medical Officer, the activity of this large-scale Citizen Day will continue until June 26, 2023. The activity undertaken on June 24, including the overall cleaning of the Bika 12 polyclinic, the overall desensitization of the center, and the destruction of breeding ground, and the planting of trees in the polyclinic. These activities are part of the celebration of the 40th anniversary of our homeline, but also the rehabilitation of the polyclinic in line with a directive of the head of state section Service Regale and the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdili, to improve and enhance community health. This commendable action by the chief medical officer are supported by the various departments of the Minister of Health, Dr. Malaria Program in Sebe, the coming of Belbela, Nerve Association and civil society. At the close of this Citizen Day, the chief medical officer thanked all those who had actively participated, including the staff of the polyclinic, the nonprofit, and the agent of the community health and in community. The Women Take Jamhuri Association today held a certificate award ceremony at the Salem Center. This initiative, supported by the United Nations Development Program (UNDP), has enabled 7 young girls to receive training in information and communication technology (ICT) and to develop a significant project in the field of civic teaching. The training also saw the creation of the 18 civic teacher project. In addition to awarding the certificate, the ceremony was also an opportunity for the Women Take Jamhuri to present its new online civic teach platform, an additional tool to strengthen young women's civic engagement in digital. The event was attended by UNDP representative Emma and Guane Hano, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Women's Affairs, and Stephen Galit, a corporate and cultural action advisor from the French Embassy. So, in her speech, Mr. Emma thanked first of all the organizer of the ceremony, which took place this morning, was marked by the representative of the 5 selected project, namely Youth for Internet, ITT Plaza, Wehel Alo Sente, and Kajara 253. This project, developed by a program participant, illustrated the commitment, creativity, and innovation of Jamhuri's young women in the field of civic teaching. Also, the president of the Women TIG said that 7 young girls has enabled to receive training in information and communication technology (ICT) and to develop a significant project in the field of civic teaching. The training also saw the creation of the 18 civic teaching project. A major investigation came to a close on July 3, 2023, when investigators from the section research 3 suspected super predators exploiting social network, to appease young girls, particularly minors. Indeed, the initial complaint put the investigators on the trail of a particular dangerous individual who exploited the vulnerability of the underage children to his advantage to submit initiative video and photo before forcing them in intimate encounters. Arrested following an observation and telling operation of the first suspected digital media led investigators to identify 2 other alleged perpetrators acting in a organizing gang. A total of 7 victims of this gang, including 2 minors aged 16, were identified during the investigation, which also led to the identification of other potential victims who were the process of the filing into the tribe set by accused. So, an aviation mission from the C1 or the United Agads Peace and Security Branch, led by the Yaqub, accompanied by Mr. Yusuf Umar Yusuf, and on campaign manager and member of the travel decal to assess the impact of the NFR project financed by the European Union and implemented by the 86th session of DICL over the course of 2022 and 23. On arrival, the mission was received by the Prefect of DICL region, Mr. Hassan Abdi Robli, and the acting president of the DICL region council, Mr. Ibrahim Guru Abdullah. In addition to the delegation, the meeting was attended by members of the implementing agency and project beneficiary from the mutually community of the Daba and also Karavani district, as well as Kontali locality in the Dikele region. The main aim of the meeting was to use a series of conditional research to assess the impact of the FAR project implemented by the ADSEC Association. The 46th anniversary of our country section today, European Union was celebrated in a foreign country, not only in Borama, a larger town in Somaliland, and where many Jewish family live and spend their vacation, especially during the summer months. The 46th anniversary celebration brought together the local authority of this region, all the Jewish family present in Borama and surrounding area. A local Djibouti Councillor Mr. Mohammed Ode took part alongside his fellow Jewish and traditional songs were on the meaning of this festivity and even to mark the 46th anniversary of our country's independence. Several speeches by Burmese authority and Jewish family congratulated President Muammar Gele for his leadership and for the development he has initiated and undertaken in Djibouti. They also paid tribute to the President Gele for his promotion of peace and security in the Horn of Africa. They even indicated that the Horn of Africa is fortunate to have a leader like Ismail Mergele in their speech. They also underlined the fraternal, solid and historic tie that existed between the Republic of Djibouti and Somaliland, notably between the people of Borama and Djibouti. The village of the now we have for international scene a new malaria vaccine and cuts mortality rate according to the WHO. The World Health Organization described the malaria vaccine as safe and effective, having led to a substantial reduction in severe malaria. Speaking in New York, Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus stated that the new vaccine also contributed to a fall in child deaths as the first vaccine against malaria. The RTC vaccine has now been delivered to more than 1.6 million children in Ghana, Kenya, and also Malawi. It has been shown to be safe and effective, resulting in a sustainable reduction in severe malaria and fall in child death, and also the Tedros WHO Director General. That's it for this edition. Thanks for your attention. Wonderful evening.